Hello, class. This week I decided to read Sitting Bull, Lakota Warrior and Defender of His People by S.D. Nelson. And S.D. Nelson does an amazing job illustrating this story. As you can see, the amazingly vivid, traditional Native American art as he describes it throughout the story. And he also does an amazing job with the contrast between the art he creates and the real life photos that he puts in as a sort of dichotomy, I guess. However, to touch on some of the sources that we had to read, the Heart Drum source, quote, according to the current publishing data, most people haven't read contemporary books with Native American First Nation protagonists. And I'd have to agree because before any of this American Indian Youth Literature Award reading, I hadn't either. And then to touch on the disrupt text, quote, it is important for educators to have an understanding of Indigenous history in the United States. This is a very, very key point because if we do not understand the history that we are teaching, we're not necessarily qualified to teach it to such young and malleable minds. But what I really wanted to touch on about this book is that it really helps to reverse this stigma that is presented throughout the teachings of American history and the American Indian Wars about how the Sioux tribe, or rather the Lakota tribes, were the bad guys here, when this is completely wrong. That's totally contradictory to the actual truth. The white settlers were coming in trying to take away land and not allow them to be able to live their normal lives and try to assimilate them into this white culture and take away their humanity and their livelihood and their freedom, when that's not how all of this should have gone down. Thank you, class.